Good morning, interwebs. It is about 7:30. I've been up for about an hour at this point, and I'm all dressed and sitting in my chair, which I currently have covered with a Keapili which is a blanket in Hawaiian, because my cat keeps scratching at it. My cat keeps scratching at my new anti-fatigue mat in the kitchen. My cat is scratching at my last nerve. All those things. So, I'm up, I'm around, I watched a little YouTube this morning because outside, I guess you can't see that it's raining. It's raining, but even though it's raining, we had a beautiful sunrise. My nose itched, I'm sorry. Quite possibly from the new sweater top thingamajiggy that I finished weaving in the ends on this morning so that I could wear today. So, I've been up and I watched a little YouTube, made myself some tea. I had to go dig out more tea because it was way in the back of the pantry and I just hadn't gotten to it. And I kept putting off having tea because I didn't want to go and dig out a new box. But new box has been obtained. Tea is steeped and being drunk. I'm letting the kids sleep in a little today, hoping that that will improve everybody's moods from what I put to bed last night, mine included. And today we have a little bit of school, but not a crazy amount, and some read aloud things that I want to do a little extra and hopefully not fall asleep during. So we're going to try and do that earlier today because I've been getting super sleepy when I do a bunch of the read aloud stuff later in the afternoon because, well, I'm just sleepy. And I'm going to work on putting eyes and beaks on the things that I was making for the craft show tomorrow. I'm going to look at the weather for the craft show tomorrow because I have not even checked that. It's in a firehouse, but more the carrying in of things, if it's going to be raining or not. I don't know. And then see what else I'm going to do today. I have to put laundry away. It probably wouldn't hurt if I canned something, but we'll see if that happens. I know I'm always going to make breakfast here soon. I think I'm going to take the leftover vegetable mix that I made for lunch yesterday that had summer squash and okra and peppers in it. And I'm going to just put some eggs in that and scramble it up. And it's what we're going to have for breakfast today. And see, I don't know what her deal is. I don't know what she wants. She wants affection, except no, that would be too friendly to want affection, huh? You're my cat that doesn't like to be pet, except for on your own terms, huh, Jezebel? When you want my attention, you expect it. When I want anything, I am sorely mistaken. So, but when she's being lovable right this very second, it won't last. No, it won't. But that's my day. Steve will be home in about an hour. Kids will be up whenever I wake them. Yeah. Unmotivated. Not unhappy, just a little unmotivated today. So, I think it's the rain. Just makes you want to, cuddle up and do nothing. Which, for the most part, might be today's plan. We'll see. Maybe we'll watch a movie because it's raining. I haven't watched a movie since we've been home. I have to think on that one. Hello. It is almost 5 o'clock. And I've been sitting here. I was working on birds. And I've got 8 of them that are all the way done. And I'm going to, I think, finish the rest of those as the day progresses tomorrow. Because I have a few that are already done that are in with my show stuff. And I think that'll be plenty to get me started, if not all that I might even sell. Because I have not been selling birds lately. But I had the box that needed to get finished making up. And I decided it was time to make some fall stuff. Just because, I don't know. I decided I wanted to make something pumpkin-y, and then now I'm making all the pumpkin-y things. Or at least I have patterns pulled up for all the pumpkin-y things. So we will see how much actually gets completed between now and tomorrow. But right now I'm working on a pumpkin coaster. And then there might be a pumpkin baby hat. We'll see. So, I also need to figure out dinner here at some point. And I realized that I'm going to have to leave for the show at like 7 tomorrow morning, but I haven't actually packed the car, which really isn't that big a deal, except most of the stuff is in the room that Steve is asleep in right now. Didn't realize that when I was talking to him about it earlier, so I guess that I will have to pack tonight after he leaves for work, that I'll unload things, or I'll get up early in the morning. But like I said, it's not like it's a long drive, and things are sorted nicely to go into the car. But it occurred to me after he went to sleep, he was been asleep for about an hour, and I was like, oh, he's sleeping in the room with all my things. So I will have to figure that out. So today's vlog is apparently just lots of close-up shots of my face while I talk at you. It is now 11:40, and I'm just putting the vlog together, and then I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to get up at like 5, and I am going to load the car. So I worked on some things this evening. I didn't get anything finished, but I made 4 coasters. Obviously the ends are not woven in, and their stems are not put on. But I have the bases for the coasters, so I'll take these. I'll play with those tomorrow, probably, while I'm at the show. I have another show the 1st of October that's going to be more, like, fall-themed. So, I'm not super worried about when these things get done. Tomorrow, I'm going to get up at, like, 5-ish and pack the car. And I have lots of supply of things, so I'm not too worried. I was kind of thinking I might set up my booth a little different, so I might take a few different extra tables in the event that I have space for them. The place that I'm setting up is kind of funky. It's in a firehouse, and here a firehouse is basically a large metal shed where our volunteer fire departments park their trucks. And then attached to that, there's like place they store their equipment, which isn't huge, and there's like a bathroom. That's basically what the firehouses are, and there's one of those in every small community. And they're differently shaped and oriented depending on the town. Some have their community buildings attached, some of them are newer, and they have now split that up. So like the old firehouse is the community building, and now they built a new like place to house their trucks. And that is kind of the scenario of the town that I'm going to. They have built a new firehouse within the last like 5-ish years. And so the craft show is inside the base where they usually have the trucks parked. So it's not a huge building by any means. It's probably got like maybe 3 or 4 bays. I forget. I want to say maybe 4 doors worth of space. And I'm not sure how many vendors they have, but your booths end up weirdly shaped because they just kind of shove us all in there. And like last year I had a lot of room, but it was like really narrow and just a long line, which this year I'd be better prepared for. Last year I was still working in kind of a, like I'd come up with a booth setup, and I was trying to set it up kind of the same every time. Whereas now it's like every time it's a different way, which is fine because since so many of my things are one of a kind that I make, it's not like I have those neat little rows of baskets you see on a lot of people's craft show tables. I don't have like a whole basket of cozies and this whole pile of baby blankets, and all these hats are exactly the same but different colors. Everything I make is different. Just about everything is one of a kind, or it's at least, since they're made at different times, they're slightly different than one another, so I just don't have a good way to market them in that way. So I set up a little different every time, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to go with this time. It's all just kind of rattling around in here. But I am surprisingly calm, and that's good. Hi, Jezebel. But yeah, I'm not like anxious about it or anything. I know I have enough product. I'm going to sell what I'm going to sell regardless of whether I stress out about it. It's just what's going to happen. So there's no use putting all that energy into being potentially upset when I could just get a cattail in my face and go to bed. Which I think is what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish the vlog. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to get up early. I'm going to pack the car. It is what it is with what I take. You know, I'm going to sell what I sell. I'm not going to sell what I don't sell. The work is good. the prices are fair for what the work is. That's about it. Like, I don't know. As I was saying, things are rattling around in my head about craft shows and my booths and all that stuff. I am enjoying it. I was enjoying making stuff this afternoon. Hello. Thank you. And I got a lot of stuff made in a short period of time. I mean, none of it is all the way finished, but like I said, there's a lot of downtime at these things where I'm just sitting there, and I can't just sit there, and I prefer to be the salesperson who's sitting there making, because if nothing else, I'd like people to see the artistic side and the crafting side of like how things are made. I always end up, having at least one or two kids come by and they're just baffled by the fact that this yarn is magically becoming whatever. I always say I'm hatching birds, because I tend to make birds at craft shows because they are an easy thing. There's no counting involved with the parts that I do. I do the counting parts at home, and then I just put the parts together while I'm there. So that's something that's easy to do. I will probably finish these pumpkin coasters and the little pumpkin box tomorrow at the show. The little bunting thing that I'm making, I think I'm going to save and work on for another thing. But I'll bring the pieces with me probably. And we'll see. I'm in a good place. Right? I sound really enthusiastic, I know. But I think that this is actually good. Like, I'm calm. Maybe too calm. I don't know. But calm. And that's probably better than being really, like, frantic and worried. Right? I don't know. It's just, I'm tired. But tomorrow's going to be a good day. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to take cards to sell. I didn't make any, like, new product because I have a decent amount of cards. I sold a lot of cards at this particular show last year. Or more cards than I sold at any one show. Otherwise, I think. May have been tied for Junk Fest last year. I didn't sell any cards this year at Junk Fest. I sold hardly anything at Junk Fest. So, this craft show has to do better than the last one, right? It's only $10 to get in, so I'm not going to be out a lot if I don't make a whole bunch. So, I will see you all bright and early tomorrow. And then you get to come along on my adventure. We'll see how much I talk to you, but I'll at least get some footage and stuff. But I'm still not sure how comfortable I am being the crazy lady talking to herself in public. Especially in public where the people know me. So, nighty-night.